What is going on, everybody? This is Owen Dowell. Just taking a little stroll on the Parkway. I was chasing that. Whew. The sunset looks like it's gonna be beautiful tonight. I think it's officially in about 5 minutes, but I think that's looking pretty good. I don't know how long this video is gonna be because my phone isn't exactly huge in battery. Like, it's about 30% or so. But as you can see, it's almost 8:30. It's actually 8:25. The date is 21st of May 2018. You know, just was driving out here and then was like, you know, we might actually get a sunset tonight, because lately we haven't been getting a whole lot of sunsets due to the rain. So I kind of wanted to come out here and see if I could get it. Taking a couple pictures of that, so I think that'll suffice. But I was driving and then parked my car. I drove all the way over, like way down here. There's a lake that I was going to, but the lake didn't actually have a good view. So then I thought I'd go to a picnic area that was shortly behind it. There were too many trees. And then after that, I ultimately decided I would drive back. But on my way driving back, in fact, really I should start heading back. On my way back, I noticed that there's this big open expanse where I could really see it. And of course I was driving away from the sunset, but I could tell that this is a good spot. So I found the nearest overlook, which wasn't too far away actually, believe it or not. Parked my car and ran as fast as I could. I ran so fast that my phone, when I pulled it out of my pocket, thought I was driving. I mean, that could be like an artifact from me actually driving shortly before, but I don't know. I thought it was funny that I had the notification. Actually, this is gonna be a good spot up here. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to come on here and say hey. I'm gonna try and keep this one short. School has ended for the semester. I'm about to start summer school next week, next Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. Or, right? Is Monday Memorial Day? I cannot remember. There's like Memorial Day and then Labor Day, and then I get them all confused. Oh, wow. I'm holding you guys up right now. Ooh, that's super pretty. I may need to stop and take a picture. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Splice real quick. All right, got my picture. Took a couple. We'll see which ones I like. I got one that kind of has the sunset with the road like that, and then another one of just the sunset. So yeah. As I was saying before I found that, school has ended for the semester and I'm starting summer school next Tuesday. I'm going to be taking a full load first session. Basically, my school breaks up the summer school into two sessions. We got first session, which is basically the month of June, and then we got second session, which is basically the month of July. My first session is going to be a pretty full load. I'm taking 2 classes, which is considered a full load for a session in the summer. I'm taking a class called Software Engineering, which is a required course. And then after that, I'm taking a class immediately after that called Parallel Programming a GPU. Yes, that class sounds like an incredible, it sounds super interesting, and it sounds like it'd be a good thing to throw on the resume. Like, hey, I took this class where I learned how to parallel program a GPU. How many of your engineers know how to do that, huh? I don't know. Anyway, ooh, that's also kind of pretty. I don't think I'm going to take a picture of that, though. I'll let you guys admire it. But in short, in summation, and it's starting to rain, so I'll probably need to turn around soon. This, by the way, this sign designates the picnic area that I tried. But the class, the GPU class, for those of you who don't know, a computer processor has about upwards of like, well, you can have a processor, a CPU that has upwards of 16 cores. All right, but those are a little ridiculous. More commonly, you're gonna have a CPU with 4 cores, or you could have a computer with 2 processors and then you'll have a total of 8 cores. But anyway, that's great. You can utilize all 4 of those cores to do things very efficiently. But the thing is that certain jobs are really big and take, you know, like 4 cores, it still takes a long time. For instance, we did a workshop, the teacher did a workshop where we added an array that consisted of 1 billion numbers. And it took about 30 seconds with all 4 cores. But with the GPU, which is an array of cores, I'm talking a GPU has like hundreds of cores, which it needs because obviously if you're going to be gaming, you're going to want to have as much video processing power as possible. So with that, yeah, I just walked by the sign. With that, you need hundreds of cores to be able to process all that data. So you can also, NVIDIA will provides a like kind of like an API that is basically just a list of keywords that tells the compiler when to the compiler when a certain task should be given to the GPU instead of the CPU. And we were able to add up about 1 billion numbers in maybe like 10 seconds or so after doing that. It doesn't seem like a lot, but like a big difference, but it honestly, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool workshop. All right, it's starting to get kind of dark, so I think I am going to turn around. I'll just take you guys in here real quick. This, by the way, the Blue Ridge Parkway is a state park, which is really cool. I really like that I have this so close to me. I like that I can drive it. It's a fun place to drive, de-stress. It does fog up really easily, which is annoying. Actually, the fact that it's raining, the overlook that I was going to look at for the sunset was completely foggy and you couldn't see anything. I was really surprised that there were cars there. I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, you can see up there. I'm going to go and turn back around, but this is like a big camping area. So I'm going to go and turn back around and head back to my car. But yeah, anyway, I mostly just wanted to explain that because I thought some of you would be interested in a class that is called Parallel Programming a GPU. We're basically just learning how to use a GPU to do certain computational tasks that you wouldn't ordinarily associate a GPU with. But yeah, as a result, you can do things very efficiently if you have all those cores. So the second session, I'm only taking 1 class, and that class is called Statistics. And I'm not exactly thrilled about the fact that I have to take it, but it is a required class for my major, so I'm going to take it. And I've actually heard that statistics is not that bad. So that's good. So, oh, low battery, and I think it killed the video. Did it? I don't know. It looked like it killed the video. Anyway, yeah, statistics, so I'm taking that. That's what I'm taking. So, yeah, there's my summer for you. Unfortunately, because of this, I will not be going to the beach. It's just not going to happen, not going to be feasible. I wish it was. I really do. I was actually thinking today that I'm actually a little bummed that I'm not going to get to go to the beach with my family. But and here's the thing, because I'm taking all these summer classes this summer, I get to graduate next semester. So next semester I have a really light semester, at least in terms of hours. I'm only going to be able to take 13 credit hours, which is considered light where I go to school. I don't know if different schools have different things, but my usual load for school is about 15 hours, and lately I've been taking 16 hours because of because of classes that have labs associated with them. But this semester I'm only taking 13. None of them have labs. At least none of them officially have labs. I think one of them has like a supplemental lab that goes with it, but it's not really like a lab that you have to go to. It's more of a take-home type deal. And I think the professor reserves a computer lab just in case you want to go in there and work on the lab during a lab time, if that's how you are. And plus then you can get help from her. So that's cool. The only 2 classes I'm taking are Analytical Physics 1, which is basically calculus-based physics. And then I'm taking Data Communications and Networking, which is the class that actually has a lab associated with it. And actually, come to think of it, I'm a derp because physics does have a lab associated with it. Like a lab that you're required to go to and required to pass it, to pass the class. So, yeah. There goes the sunset. It's no longer there. It's kind of there. I think I got it at its peak. Anyway, yeah, just a really random video of me walking on the Parkway. It's such a beautiful place here. This part that I'm on is like the only strip of the Parkway I know of. It's very random, and it's, well, I used to think it was a really small strip, but I've actually not reached the end of it yet, mostly because part of it's blocked off. But this is one of the only parts of the Parkway that I know of where the speed limit is only 35 miles an hour. Because the universal speed limit on the Parkway is 45 miles an hour, but this part is in fact 35. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You hear that bird? My gosh, that is a loud bird. There you go, check that out. That is kind of pretty. Not really worthy of a picture, but yeah. All right, don't really know what else to talk about. I do want to say that once I do graduate, I do hope to be able to make more videos for you guys after that. Obviously, part of the fact that I'm graduating means that I'm going to need to find a job. And I don't know if you noticed, or if you've gathered this, especially from the classes I've been telling you about, but my major is computer science. So, yeah, I have no idea what that's going to entail. It's super interesting. I love the major. I love the classes. I love the stuff that I learn. It's really fun coding, knowing that I can tell a computer to do whatever I want it to do and have it do it. Of course, granted, the computer will literally do what you tell it to do, which may or may not actually be what you actually want it to do. But there you go. We'll see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to getting a job, and ideally, my ideal thing is to move out and be on my own. I am going to try, and as a bug lands on me, I'm going to try my absolute hardest, getting attacked by moths. I'm going to try my absolute hardest not to have a roommate, but I can almost guarantee you my trials will be in vain, because honestly, a roommate's just a more practical idea for the start of being on my own for the first time. It's going to be a new experience. Gonna have to actually pay rent, gonna have to actually pay utilities and power and all that stuff. And I'm gonna have a job. So, which I have a job now, but I'm gonna have an actual job. Anyway, I'm getting pretty close to where my car is. Yeah, that's really it. So what I'm trying to say is that once I do eventually get myself established, it is my dream to get back into doing videos regularly, because I miss it. I really miss you guys. Ooh, look at all these gnats. Are those, yeah, what are those? Oh, those might be lightning bugs. But I don't see them blinking. Is it lightning bug season? Oh man. It's like dark enough for them to be brightening up. That'd be so cool to get that on video. I don't know how many parts of the world have lightning bugs. I feel like they're a pretty standard bug, but I've grown up with them, so I'm not really entirely sure. Basically, a lightning bug, for those, if it isn't as common as I think it is, a lightning bug is a bug who can light up its abdomen, and it uses that to warn other lightning bugs about prey, or uses that to say, hey, I'm in trouble. Or I don't think it uses it to actually see at night, because honestly, if you think about it, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it might, I don't know. But yeah, they're bugs that light up. I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure. Like I say, my knowledge of these things is kind of limited. Dang, I ran a long way. There's the barn. There's the sunset. I don't know if my phone's gonna make it all the way back to my car. And I'm not sure y'all are all gonna make it back to my car. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna go and kill it here. Basically, most of the walk looks like this. Just trees. And my car is parked at a little lake with a fancy bridge. Actually, if you guys have been following me on Instagram for the past 2 years, my car is parked at the spot where I took that picture of my friend holding a snapping turtle. Yeah, It was very random. This girl is like, you know, doesn't look like the type of person who would be handling snapping turtles on the reg, but she just saw a splash in the water. I thought it was a frog. I really did. But it turns out she saw it. I don't know, she might have thought it was a frog too. But then she saw it as a snapping turtle and she just picked it up and walked up to me and just started posing with it. I'm like, okay, we'll do this. I just gotten my Nifty 50, which I do have a video up on, the unboxing of that. There are actually pictures of her in that video, although not of a snapping turtle, because this happened after that video was uploaded. But yeah, that's the girl who was holding the snapping turtle, which is pretty wild. And, you know, don't see that every day. Yeah, I'm still very impressed by the fact that she did that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this video here. This section, well, it's going to be about a 15-minute video. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, you can. If you don't, then don't. I'll probably try to edit it a little bit, but, you know, I am very sorry that I've just not been into making videos lately. It's just been hard lately. It's just not been as easy as I'd like it to be, but I do promise you guys I will be back. Let's see. I'm going to brighten this up. Doop. It's about as bright as it gets. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this is pretty much the view from now until my car. I wonder if that overlook sign right there is the overlook sign for my car. But anyway, thank you for watching, and adios.
About the members of the
Check out how foggy it is.
They joined us.
See what I mean?
Young artists back in 2013. I had to ask, out of all the talent,
It's kind of hard to see, but
why were they drawn